7 o'clock in the morning time on this Thursday morning, July the 3rd, 2014, on a Thursday morning. Time now follow what a magician, PJ Wiggins, the morning report. Thursday morning, July 3rd, 2014. Good morning to you all this lovely Thursday morning. Our current conditions at 7 a.m. in North Massachusetts, 75 degrees on temperature, overcast skies, humidity of 88%, wind speed south about 5 miles per hour, barometer 12.95 inches, visibility 10 miles, and dew point about 71 degrees.
Intelligence reports surface suggesting extremists are developing.
Let's take a look at our radar scope. Shows spotty rain showers southeastern New Haven and south central coastal Connecticut, and stretching off the southeastern shores of Connecticut, off New London, Connecticut, and stretching off for eastern tip of Long Island, New York. Here.
Could the flames threaten one of the nation's most popular tourist spots?
And a couple of batches of rain showers in the eastern Gaspé province of Quebec and south central Quebec, and a lot of rain showers and storms in southeastern Ontario and off western New York, and stretching in the eastern Pennsylvania and over New Jersey, and a lot of rain showers in eastern Ohio. And a spotty light of rain showers off the eastern Virginia coastline in central Virginia and west central Carolinas. And this is Hurricane Arthur here with Wiggins, some rain showers down from South Carolina here. And a lot of rain showers off the western shores of Florida, and a lot of rain showers
Good morning, welcome to today on this Thursday
in North Texas.
And Natalie.
A lot of rain showers in west central
We've got Peter Alexander.
Texas and out through central New Mexico, east central Arizona.
Crazy, wild.
And a line of rain showers from northern Idaho to western Montana, and a line of rain showers from north central Alberta. Maybe Michigan. Good morning. 66 degrees with overcast skies here.
Camera, it's amazing to see the storms.
Amazing that it hitting the top of the New World Trade Center.
Satellite photograph shows a couple of batches of clouds covering a bunch of western Maine, stretching covering a bunch of New England and down through mid-Atlantic states. And this is Arthur. The satellite photo shows covered South Carolina and batches of clouds covering off the Gulf of Mexico, and another batch of clouds covering Mexico, stretching to northern Texas, and stretching to New Mexico down for Arizona and Utah, and a batch stretching to the northern Nevada, down for southern Idaho, northern Idaho, and west central Montana, and up into Alberta, northern Saskatchewan. Patch clouds coming out of Ontario and up into Quebec here.
It is now 340 miles to the southwest of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. Winds up to 70.
And a lot of clouds from eastern
is now a Category 1.
New Brunswick, stretching up to northern
9 miles per hour. In bright pink here.
PI of
warnings, and in red that's
Prince Edward, Canada.
The east coast of North Carolina, where we are going to see.
Okay, let's take our map situation. Station 5 from New Mexico, stretching it out for Texas, and then stretching it out for Mississippi, and
2 a.m. Friday.
merging with a cold front from Tennessee, stretching it up into Ohio, Pennsylvania, and up into New York State, and a station 5 up into Quebec. Here is station 5 from Alberta, stretching to Montana, and a cold front from South British coming central to eastern Washington and Oregon here. Another front of mine from western Nevada, down north central California. Another front of mine from southern Nevada, down from southeastern California, down from Baja. California, Mexico, and front of mine from central Idaho, down from Utah, and another front of mine from eastern Arizona, stretching to Colorado, down from southern Wyoming. Here a front of mine from southwestern Quebec, down from Ontario, and a front of mine from northern Ontario. Here a front of mine from New York City, stretching that out for North Carolina here. Here we got high pressure to North Dakota, western Missouri, off the southeastern Texas, and northeastern New Mexico. While low pressure to northeastern Nevada, west northern California, and San Francisco, southeastern California, and up into southern Quebec. 76 degrees at temperature in Boston, 76 out in Washington, D.C., 74 in Atlanta, 78 in Miami, 75 in Brownsville, 71 in Dallas, Texas, 53 in Kansas City, 57 in Chicago, 58 in Great Falls, Montana, 61 in Great Falls, Montana, 74 in Salt Lake City, 59 in Denver, 67 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 66 in Los Angeles, 58 in San Francisco and Seattle, and 61 out in Great Falls, Montana. And there's Arthur, a Category 1 hurricane here.
You can see that some people have already started to evacuate.
Current conditions by the region: 75 in Boston, 73 from Fitchburg and Bedford and Beverly Lawrence, 71 in Gloucester, and in Sturbridge, it's 70 in Worcester, 72 in Webster, 75 in Newton, 74 in Taunton, 73 in New Bedford, 75 in Norwood, 75 out of Plymouth, 72 in Provincetown, 75 in Falmouth, 69 in Chatham, 71 in Boston, Virginia, and Cape Cod Bay, 68 in Nantucket, 72 out in Block on 73 in West Julie and Smithfield, 71 in Springfield, 67 in Amber, 70 in Greenfield, 67 in Pittsfield, 65 in North Adams, 69 in Albany, New York, 63 in Bennington, 66 in Keene, 69 in Jeffrey, New Hampshire, 68 in Concord and Manchester, New Hampshire, 70 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 73 in Pottsville, New Hampshire, 70 out in New Hampshire Bay, 72 out in Hartford, Safeford, Windsor, 72 in Meriden, and 70 in Waterbury, 73 in New Haven and in Bridgeport, 71 in Danbury, Connecticut, 72 in Long Island, 73 in New York City and Nissel and out in Montauk.
Parallel to the shore and then make your way in.
Forecast
Easier said.
discussion for out of the country. Offer expected attempts around while tracking up the eastern seaboard late this weekend. Severe weather and flash flooded in front of the northeast and northern mid-Atlantic and moisture from Offer interacts with a slow-moving cold front. Offer will cool. So you make weather headlines in a straight wind that steadily tracks up the eastern seaboard late this week. Periods of heavy rain, strong winds and ice are expected along the coastal areas of Carolinas on Thursday before storm pulls out little farther out to sea Friday. Please refer to the National Hurricane Center and find the latest forecast information on offer. Its strong severe thunderstorms will continue tonight with a very warm and muggy mass in the place across the
We're not talking about U.S. or
northeast of the middle states and head of the cold front slowly pressing into the region as the front energy to the Appalachians and interacts with the moisture from after heavy rains and flash flooding will become a concern with developing convections. Behind the front and obviously strong surface will have slightly keeping conditions that seasonally cool and dry across the Midwest and Ohio Valley and elsewhere across the nation. A little grid frontal boundary will serve as a focus on the convection of the several plains and monsoonal moisture making the return of feel widespread afternoon shower and thunderstorm activity across the four-quarter region. Here,
hundreds of Europeans and a handful of Americans who joined the extremists also
forecast discussion. Very moist weather and stable air mass ahead of a slow-moving front will set the stage for scattered showers and thunderstorms today into this evening, especially across the western half of the area. More widespread showers and thunderstorms will locally have rainfall expected Friday. Tropics will offer past the southeastern region Friday night and Saturday have a day. Significant impact on the marine community. High pressure then builds over the New England Fair Drive every weekend.
Countries with a different purpose.
Near term until 6 p.m. this evening, very warm and humid again with dew points generally in the low 70s and main conditions are today for severe potential flash flooded potential. It's been kept 50 and 2000 JKG of a convective index as indicate at least moderate instability combined with 06 kilometers shear. 25 40 knots generally Connecticut Valley and west end. Most of the interior stuff New England is a slight west currents. Do not take enough focus for widespread outbreak for but could see a few strong storms ahead of Manchester, Worcester line with regards to the flash flooded potential service frontal boundary upper red. Interest region of the jet gradually approaching about a still on the west without seen by however as the case yesterday have high parts near 2 inches of this potential exists for very high RFL rates with risk of 2 or 3 cells passing over the area in this succession. We are coordinated to a flash flood watch in northwest counties where closer to the focus of the backyard is also this will cover the same area that experienced locally heavy rainfall on Wednesday. Here.
Thank you very much.
And now to the
The latest in offer here.
140 undocumented immigrants were turned away from a processing center when protesters blocked their buses, a scene that could be repeated when the next wave of immigrants arrives as early as tomorrow. in Marietta, California.
Current location. 31.3 the north, 39.1 west as of 5 a.m. today, and maximum stay wind 75 miles per movement, north about 9 miles per hour here. And the track is going to be put to the North Carolina coast by about 2 a.m. and Friday to go out to sea to the southeast of us and it'll become a extra tropical storm when it approaches Nova Scotia and up into Prince Edward Island up into Greenland here.
From Honduras to Texas last month. Almost.
And now the latest advisory on Arthur here. Okay, Arthur now a hurricane expected to move near the North Carolina Outer Banks tonight and summary of 5 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Location 31.3 to the north, 39.1 to the west, and about 340 miles, 545 kilometers southwest of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, and about 190 miles, about 35 kilometers southwest of Cape Fear, North Carolina. Maximum stay was about 75 miles per hour, 120 kilometers an hour.
The number of unaccompanied children from El Salvador.
Present movement in north about 10 degrees at 9 miles per hour, 15 kilometers an hour. Minimum central pressure about 95 millibars at 29.9 inches.
Years ago, to nearly 40.
Watches and warnings change with the advisory. The hurricane warning has been extended northward from the North Carolina to the North Carolina Virginia border. Submarine watches warning in effect. A hurricane warning in effect for the Surf City, North Carolina to the North Carolina Virginia border. Pamlico Sound in eastern Albemarle Sound, and hurricane watch in effect for Little River inlet to the south of Surf City. A tropical storm warning is in effect for South Santee River, South Carolina, the south of Surf City, the North Carolina Virginia border to Cape Charles Lake, Virginia, including the mouth of Chesapeake Bay. And western Albemarle Sound. A hurricane warning means that hurricane conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area. Should protect knife and property should be west of the completion. Hurricane watch means that hurricane conditions are possible within the watch area and the deviation of the forecast track will be the left or the decrease of the forecast size. If Arthur would likely require the issuance of a hurricane warnings for all the parts of the hurricane watch area. A tropical storm warning that means that tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area. The interest along the United States East Coast to over the warning area, probably in the southeast of New England, should monitor the progress of Arthur. For storm information specific to your area, including possible wind watches and warnings, please monitor part declaration by your local National Weather Service forecast office. Here. Discussion of 48-hour outlook at 5 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. UTC, the Center of Hurricane Offer, was located by a Hurricane Hunter aircraft and NOAA Doppler radars with near low latitude 31.3 north, longitude 79.1 to the west. Offer is moving toward the near 9 miles per 15 kilometers an hour and turn toward the northeast wind. Increase in forward speed are expected today, followed by a further increase in forward speed tonight and Friday. On the forecast track, the core of Arthur is expected to approach the coast of the hurricane warning area tonight. Data from NOAA and Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunter aircraft indicate that maximum sustained wind gusts have increased near 75 miles per hour, 120 kilometers an hour, with higher gusts. Some conditions straight in this forecast in the next 24 hours. Hurricane force winds extend outward 25 miles per hour, 35 kilometers from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 9 miles per 150 kilometers. The latest minimum central pressure reported by the NOAA Hurricane Hunter aircraft is 985 miles, 29.9 inches. Hazards that affect the land. Wind, tropical storm conditions are expected to spread northward in the tropical storm and hurricane warnings area later today and tonight, and hurricane conditions are expected to wind in portions of the hurricane warning area by tonight. The storm surge, a combination of dangerous storm surge and the tide will cause normally dry areas in the near the coast to be flooded by rising waters as the water could reach the fallen heights above. Granted, the peak surge could occur at the time, but the high tides. North Carolina outer banks 2 to 4 inches, 2 to 4 feet. Pamlico and Albemarle Sounds 2 to 4 feet. 7 North Carolina, northeast of South Carolina 1 to 3 feet, and extreme southeast of Virginia 1 to 2 feet. Fast water will occur along the immediate coastal areas of the onshore Florida. The surge will be accompanied by larger temperature waves. Surge related flooding depends on the wealth and time of the surge and tidal cycle can vary greatly short distances. For information specific to your area, please see products issued by your local National Weather Service office and the experimental potential surge flooding map for more details. Rainfall amounts of 2 to 4 inches isolated, maximum amounts of 6 inches. Expected over coastal areas of North Carolina and Friday, and rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible along the upper coast of South Carolina. Tornadoes, isolated tornadoes are possible over the portions of coastal North Carolina today, and surf swells generated by Arthur affected areas from the east coast of Florida northward to South Carolina. These swells are expected to cause life-threatening surf and whip currents. For more information, please monitor products issued by your local National Weather Service forecast office. Here.
Won't take no for an answer. Even if the person who's trying to play with it is.
And here's the latest on Douglas. The National Hurricane Center is located advisories on tropical storm Douglas, located 700 miles west-southwest of the 7th tip of Baja California Peninsula, Mexico. The low push area could form well to the south and southwest of Mexico by early next week. That some development in the system is possible thereafter while it moves west-northwestward. Formation transfer 48 hours, low news 0%. Formation transfer 5 days, low 20%.
Story for the holiday weekend, but we also have a chance of some stronger storms up across the north.
And the latest on tropical storm Douglas 20.4 to the north, 160 to the north to the west, and maximum sustained winds about 40 miles per hour, moving to the northwest about 3 miles per hour.
Control, sunshine, low humidity, temperatures in the 70s and 80s. That's a look at the weather.
And we are
coming up in just 30 seconds.
And there's a slight risk for some severe thunderstorms from the 9-5 quarter from northern Virginia, stretching it all the way up into western New England, which is some larger population centers in risk area. New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., and Newark, New Jersey, steam hail, damaging winds enough. Low chance of an isolated tornado can be ruled out here. And also we can see a tornado ruled out here in eastern North Carolina where Arthur's going to hit.
Sunshine, middle and upper 70s, Boston 77. Classic summer day today.
Alright, let's take a look at our today's highs. 84 for Boston, 84 for Worcester, 87 for Hartford, 89 for New York, 87 at Albany, and 86 for Rutland and Concord, New Hampshire, and 81 for Portland, Maine. So that's Predicted temperature highs will be 81,
Because just a small chance of a shower or storm.
89 degrees here.
Partly cloudy skies.
And Futurecast shows we will see some storms here. And
July 4th.
let's take a look at the Futurecast here.
Afternoon and tomorrow night. A couple of inches of rain likely. Sunshine Saturday and Sunday.
And sunshine by about 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock and then 1 o'clock. The showers and storms gonna fire because this is a humid and unstable air mass here. And then 3 o'clock, the storms are gonna be in Boston and
later today, the boy's father accused of murder.
And the mass back quarter from Worcester, Springfield down to the northern Hartford, and it's gonna be in eastern New York and northern Massachusetts and New Hampshire, Vermont by about 5 o'clock, then 7 o'clock. A line of severe weather, strong storms from western Vermont down to the Berkshires of Massachusetts is gonna get down to New York City,
For 7 hours.
and then 9 o'clock. It makes the way for Eastern Connecticut by about 9:57, around 10 o'clock in the northern.
My conscience as a police officer.
So we record to the 4th of July festivities in Boston. Try to have a good time and watch for the storms there.
I have 3 kids in my
And then it should disappear. But then there's another batch of rain showers gonna be here in New York City by about 6:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Here,
police.
it'll make its way to
Cooper to Brent.
Boston and Boston area by about noon time on
To his vehicle.
Friday. And it's gonna be here for the entire
Dying in hot cars on the internet. A source
the afternoon of Friday. And it's gonna be moving it out of here by about 11:30 p.m. on Friday.
for the day Cooper died.
If that is
So
suggests
we will total the outcome of the rainfall for today and Friday. We will see 1.54 inches of Boston, 1.55 inches from Worcester, 1.62 inches from Hartford, 1.76 inches from New York.
Documents
And when you get to the west, it's lesser. 1.03 inches of Albany, 0.92 inches of Rutland, 0.58 inches of Concord, and 0.96 inches for Portland, Maine. Here,
Summer. Neighbor Tyrone Clark says he never heard any arguments.
The wife, whenever he left to go to work, she was out there, I guess, to greet him. They were just a normal family, as I can see.
So far, police have revealed no motive in this case. Ross Harris is
alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this.
later today at Matt.
And first, we have a hazardous weather outlook here.
Declined to comment.
Day 1 today tonight. Periods of showers and thunderstorms are likely today. There's storms will be produced at every rainfall. It could result in flash flood in addition to being moderate of severe thunderstorms with demonstrated winds and hails in effect. Day 2 for 7 Friday for Wednesday. Showers and thunderstorms are likely on Friday. These storms will produce heavy rainfall. Could result in flash flood and heavy rainfall is likely across Rhode Island, southeast Massachusetts.
Effect, and it's not going to stop anytime soon, and why would it? I showed you the Wikipedia page yesterday.
Close to tropical storm Arthur here.
Secretary of Defense of the United States of America, there he is.
Okay, let's take a look at 7-day forecast. Goes like this. For today, chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 9 a.m. hours.
Defending the U.S.
A fog before 9 a.m. hours. Most skies high near 84 degrees and chance of precipitation is 50%. New rain for amounts between the 10th and a quarter inch. Check some high amounts possible of thunderstorms. Tonight, chance of showers and thunderstorms areas of fog after 9 p.m. hours. Most skies high low to 79 degrees. Southwest wind about 8 miles by chance of precipitation 40%. New rain for about a 10th and a quarter inch. Check some amounts possible of thunderstorms. And Independence Day, showers likely then showers and thunderstorms after 10 a.m. and the thunderstorms produce heavy rain. Areas of fog before 9 a.m. and the high near 79 degrees. Southwest wind about 3 to 7 miles by chance of precipitation 9%. New rain for amounts between a half and 3/4 inch possible. Friday night, tropical storm conditions possible. Showers at possible. Thunderstorms before 11 p.m. Then showers likely and possibly
On both ends.
some heavy rain. Some storms produce heavy rain.
Here's a petition to change.
Low end for the 9 degrees. Light north wind increase to 11 to 60 miles by chance of precipitation 9%. New rain for amounts between 1 and 2 inches possible. For Saturday, chance of showers before 8 a.m. Then a slight chance of showers after 9 a.m. Most of the skies under 83 degrees.
Guys back to
Northwest wind about 11 to 13 miles by chance of precipitation 30%. And Saturday night, most of the skies low 57 degrees. And Sunday, Side skies under 83 degrees. And Sunday night, forecast skies low 65 degrees. Monday, most of the skies under 85 degrees. Monday night, chance of showers, most of the skies low 70 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. Tuesday, chance of showers, most of the skies under 86 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. Thursday night, forecast skies low 67 degrees. For Wednesday, most of the skies under 84 degrees. Hey there's weather phase of the day.
About his use of drugs in
It's
today on
rainy 2 days on tap, with the remnants of our moving to the southeast of us.
The July 4th sale is going on now at Rothman's. Get 50% off compare prices store-wide, plus an extra 10% off.
Alright, the Peter Channel News time. It's now 7:19. Time now for the travel report.
Rothman's.
And it shows smooth sailing on highways and byways, except for a few slow spots here. Southeast Expressway on the northbound side, and an accident. New Route 203 in Dorchester shows it's backed up from Quincy on the northbound side of Southeast Expressway to Mossy Boulevard here. And Southeast Expressway on the southbound side a little slow around the Somerville stretch. Route 2 and Route 3 a little slow around the Fresh Pond area in Cambridge here. And road closure to ramp here.
Pre-owned vehicles as low as $744. Now's the time to buy. Don't wait.
Store drive to the Charles MGH station is closed due today. Pubs concert to the night instead of tomorrow because of the impending weather. And Route 1 staff a little slow from Charlestown all the way down to 93, so try to some extra time, okay?
Refrigerator only $4.99.
And but everything's smooth sailing. This is PJ with you. Have a good day with a good positive attitude here.